Dumba fire, save Hellebuck, long rebound, and a chance to score! Nutz on the rebound, and the Wild answer the Jets' goal. It's 1-1.
Yeah, I was telling the coach, call it damn time. Oh man, needed timeout. I'm hot. Sure. I didn't realize the time. I didn't realize it was 20 seconds, so he couldn't call timeout.
It just felt like right from the start, you guys just didn't have energy, a lot of sloppiness, bad passing, just everything compounded.
Completely agree.
Yeah, we are back in action. Back like not crack. We said that last week, and we're not promoting drugs here, folks.
No.
Fuck. Now I have to say the PSA. The PSA is, if you are under 18, please consult your parents and ask if you can listen to us right now. If they say no, please turn us off. To all the adults in the room, welcome. We are FuzzJockRadio. I am one of your hosts, Hess. Oh, we went over it. Just like the hockey team, starting off real sloppy like. But my name is Fuzzy, one of the Hess. We have a Hess all the way out in California. Their name is
C-Dubs.
And we have one of our wonderful Hess that hasn't been a Hess before, but they're a Hess tonight. And so since they're a Hess tonight, one of the best Hess.
Forever. Hess forever.
Mr. Belts.
Hess Belts here.
Hess Belts.
Hess
Happy
Belts.
to be here.
Happy to be here. How's it going, bro?
I am so wonderful. It's great to see you all.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is great.
So yeah, let's
Thank you
audience.
for welcoming
I'm sorry the
me to
audience
your
is
show.
so cold tonight. Usually they're pretty. Yeah. See. Okay. Thank you.
There we
Thank you.
go.
Okay.
There we go.
Belts is
Thank
here.
you.
Blessings, blessings. Hey guys, settle down.
So
They're a handsome audience.
Yeah. Okay. You get it. Oh, jeez. Okay. Calm down, Fuzzy. Belts is in the house. It's okay. You don't need to get all like wooey about things. So yeah, we are FuzzJockRadio. We currently have 3 Hess, and we start the show off with like, what did we do this last week? C-Dubs. I'm getting on track here.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Can you see me?
Getting the train going.
Can you see me, or am I like hidden?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay,
You're right there.
I can't see me, and that's kind of maybe that's what's weird. Yeah, it's good to see me. Okay,
Yeah.
good
There
to
we
see
go.
you guys.
Yes.
How's it going? What's up, C-Dubs? It's been a week. How you doing? What's the haps? What do you know?
Well, we'll talk more about how my week's been later when we get to baseball. But other than that, I've been enjoying playing with my wrestling action figures and watching wrestling in my spare time. So that's what I've done for the last week.
You know, wrestling's a good pastime.
Mm-hmm.
Me? Let's just go to
No.
me. Are you pointing to Belts? Should we go to
Yeah.
Should we go to Belts right away? Okay,
Yeah.
Belts.
Me.
Since you haven't been here for a while, if ever, let's talk about who you are. What's going on? Tell the audience who this Belts character is. First off, I would like to say that Belts here came in all dressed up in NFL gear and basketball gear, and
I was here to rep Minnesota sports.
they I did not.
They're not ideal.
Did not mention to Belts that there's no video cameras here. So, but looking good. Okay, so that's what I want to say first. Is looking good. I'm getting the woozies.
So
all that stuff. So.
Starting off with the Belts introduction, I come fresh every time.
Yeah.
I gotta dress to impress. We're here to have fun.
Yeah, make Fuzz get the woozies.
Yeah, you know the warm fuzzies. We're spreading sunshine.
Careful on that. Careful with that.
Okay.
That's the warm fuzzy thing. That's a little touchy.
A little too much. Okay.
Well, it's just a little touchy. I've been growing up. I've been fuzzy my entire life.
Oh.
And people are like just giving away warm fuzzies all over the place. Like when we were in grade school and shit. And it's like, do I really want to be given away?
Yeah. All the time.
All the time like this. Yeah. Like, do people really deserve all these warm fuzzies? I digress.
But yeah, man, life's good. Life's busy. Been doing a lot of music. Released an album earlier this year.
So Belts here is would you call yourself like a rap artist, a hip hop artist,
Right now,
country artist, folk music,
I would prefer-
punk? There's electronic, drum and bass.
Polka.
There is polka.
Polka.
Yeah.
Polka.
Yeah. I'm from New Ulm, Minnesota, so
polka
the
is
German root. Yep, it's deep in me. Next banger coming out, polka. You heard it here first.
Can't wait.
But yeah, man, I would consider myself an artist. Right now I'm doing a bunch of pop music. I've done hip hop for years. We started working, actually, funny enough, on a country song for my father.
Oh, really?
Yep. So he's always asked me to do country rap, and so instead I'm just dropping one little country song.
Cool.
Yeah.
Like a little,
That's awesome.
Like a little Nutz type of thing.
It's not quite, but somewhere in that area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And so we can find Belts' music at beltsbears.com.
Well,
Is that where?
No, beltsbears.com is where you're going to find all my merchandise.
Oh, he has merchandise too.
I do. Belts Bears are
C-dubs. C-dubs. Who did we bring into this conversation here? He's got
An
merchandise.
influencer.
Oh, are you an influencer?
I would,
Is that what would you call yourself? Maybe you're not even a musician. You're actually like a full-on influencer that has
It's a lifestyle.
musicianship on the side.
yeah.
It is a lifestyle, isn't it?
Lifestyle companies are a big thing. That's why you also have the website, thebdecrew.com.
Oh, what's that?
The BDE Crew, we got many acronyms for it since the kids are able to listen to this now that they've gotten their parents' permission. Big Dick Energy, of course. Also, the best day ever.
Best day ever. Oh, boy.
Brilliant, designed elegantly.
Oh.
There's so many different ways of what represents the BDE. It lives within.
Unlike
person.
FTR, where it only stands for Fuzz Talk Radio, nothing else. It has
Nothing
nothing to
else.
do with wrestling stuff. It's like this is a wink type
wink.
of thing.
Yep.
Well, but like Fuzz Talk Radio, FTR, only Fuzz Talk Radio. Unlike BDE, it could be best day ever. It could be
Anything.
a bunch of things.
Anything.
Cool.
So if a kid comes and asks me, they're getting the answer, the best day ever.
Yeah. Oh, you can. You can PC and BC and AC and all that stuff. That's
Everything.
dope.
Everything.
So beltsbears.com. That's BELTZBEARS.com. The BDEcrew.com, which is the THEBDECREW.com. And then you can follow Belts at Twitter at Belts Music, BELTZMUSIC.
You can hit it. You can also hit it on Instagram
And
there
then
too.
it also has this thing called Miller Motors on here. MILLERMOTORS.
That's
Miller
what
Motors?
I would consider that a side hustle. I'm just the president of a tire shop. Nothing
President
special.
of the tire shop.
Nothing special.
C-dubs.
I like
Who do we have? Who did we bring into this conversation here, man? Like, what's going on here? He's a president.
We've had an Olympian. Now we've had a president. This is amazing.
We had
You
an
guys
Olympian.
had an Olympian.
Yeah, he was a pole vaulter.
What?
Yeah.
No, he sang at the Olympics.
Well,
He is
that's what
still
he,
an Olympian.
that's what he
Olympic
wants.
sport,
That's what he
apparently.
said, but he felt bad that he wasn't getting gold bundles. So
I think he's a world champion no matter what.
and you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
So that's belts.
As is everybody on the show here today.
So that's
Love it.
belts our Hess tonight. You are in the running for probably the best Hess ever, but we don't deal with hierarchies, and we don't. Everybody is the same.
Okay.
So
fair.
don't.
So if there was, a golden belt that I was gonna jump off the top rope for, that'd be what I'm going for.
belts is belts.
Perfect.
Belts is belts.
Golden belt.
Are you ready for some football?
Football time. Canadian football CFL.
Let's
We
go.
started the season just recently, as we all know, and we got some scores here. Toronto versus
Montreal.
Montreal. What?
So I must say I'm new to this though.
CFL?
Does it just start? Does it start at the same time as the American Football League?
Well, actually, it starts in the summer.
The
But
XFL.
our season just started.
You're you're a big XFL.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which XFL is coming back out in 2022. Did we lose C-Dubs? Uh-oh. I think we lost C-Dubs. But the XFL is coming back in this 2022, as we all know.
Sweet.
And oh man, we totally lost him. Let's see here.
It was an amazing thing.
Like the XFL, they throw around footballs and they run. And
do you know how long has the XFL been around?
How long has the XFL been around?
No.
Let's see if Charles. How long has the XFL been around? Do you remember?
108 or the XFL.
Oh, I know.
Sorry, XFL was around since 99, 2000.
Yep. Okay. And then the CFL has been around for 108 years, right?
Really?
It's older than American football.
That's amazing.
Like football.
Football.
FUTBOL.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, like soccer.
XFL. It's been around longer than the XFL. The 108th and 109th Grey Cup were awarded to Saskatchewan and Hamilton, Ontario, respectively, on February 21st, 2019.
So is it per province? Is that how they play it? I mean, is that where the teams come from, or is it
basically
C-Dubs? Why
they
don't
have
you
some by province, some by major city?
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And they have the league is uneven for some reason, even because they don't have a 10th team, so there's only 9 teams.
There's 9 teams.
Really
interesting.
Because they had a new one.
So is it the best 2 out of 3 then? You know, when they're coming up to the Super Bowl, I can appreciate that. You know, it gives that extra chance. If you're really going for it, you get the best 2 out of 3.
Okay, so so what we were gonna do is we're gonna pretend that there was no NFL, and I'm gonna ruin it right now, guys. Okay, we're just gonna ruin it. We're gonna pretend that there was no NFL, and we're just gonna talk about the CFL because the NFL just sucks, and we want to have like competition, you know, and something else to watch. Since
I like this.
And yeah, and so there are. So we were gonna act like we didn't. But it's hard not to compare the two. You know what I mean? You can't just do it.
So, question.
Answer.
How there are the bye weeks? Is there like multiple more, or how long is their season?
How long is their season?
Their season is about to end in December.
Okay.
But they have multiple bye weeks. Yes.
Okay.
And so, like, if you actually look at the next week coming, there's only 8 teams playing.
Oh, okay.
So one of the teams has off. But yes, they have multiple bye weeks throughout the season.
The regular season is 21 weeks long, with games being. See, it's hard to pretend that there isn't an NFL since I didn't do any research about this league, right? But yeah, okay. So the regular season is 21 weeks long, with games being beginning in the mid-June and finishing by early November. CFL's 9 current teams are divided into 2 divisions, the East Division with 4 and West Division with 5. Each team plays 2 games against each of the other 8 teams, plus 2 divisional games with opponents rotating each season. With 18 regular season games being played, each team gets 3 bye weeks.
Huh. Cool.
So it's going on right now, and we can watch it on TSN.
TSN, and sometimes in America it's on ESPN3.
Okay, is that a streaming app? TSN?
You can find it streaming.
Okay.
On the internet.
On that place.
That place, probably. Yeah.
Okay, fair.
Foreign coverage, ESPN3, ESPN2, TSN deal. ESPN holds stakes in TSN.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So we highly recommend checking out the CFL.
So who's in the lead?
Well, yes, and I would say I'm actually a Blue Bombers fan.
Okay, so
I'm a fan of many teams.
The Blue
but they're
Bombers,
like killing it this season.
10-1.
So watch them play.
Yeah, so they're the Blue Bombers, Rough Riders, Stampeders, Lions, Elks in the West Division, and the Eloquets Argonauts, Tiger Cats, and Red Blacks in the East Division, and currently the Blue Bombers are 10-1. So they're just killing it. And then,
what are some?
wow,
Are there anything unique about their game there? Like,
so one of the things is that you can like the wide receivers, instead of being in place,
yep,
before the snap, they can keep running. They can run to the line of scrimmage and keep running through while they snap it.
wow,
Blow past defenders.
So they can. So which
they can be ready to
get
jet
real
down.
fast, right?
Yeah.
But I think one of the big reasons why they started doing that is because it was so hard on the players' bodies to just go
snap off,
yeah. Like that. It was hurting a lot of players' knees, and so like with that allows the they're listening to the players' needs a bit more. That's
right?
Awesome. Right, so, Charles? Is that how it goes? What else is different than in the CFL?
You can surrender a single in the game,
which
it's basically like when you kick the ball in the end zone and then you try to run it out. If you don't run it out, you surrender a single.
Huh?
And you get a point then, or you
so
lose
then
a point?
1 point is given to the other team.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, and sometimes you'll strategically give up a point. Like I've seen it happen, and I was like, "What is going on here?" There's also you can free kick the ball to score like a field goal.
Wait,
like you can just like decide on if you're close enough at a specific point. You can just like, I'm gonna kick this and score.
Really? Okay. Yeah. Cool.
So
cool.
Yeah. So this is gonna be something
strong legs. You can get ahead in that league.
Totally.
All right.
So we got games. We got the Charlie's Blue Bombers won 45-0 against the Lions. This last week, their games are on Fridays and Saturdays, mostly Fridays. Mm-hmm. So yeah, definitely check them out. We got games on Friday, October 29th and October 30th for week 13. What's this other link that you got here? No longer with Red Blacks. Happy to be able to. Marcel is no longer the general. So the Ottawa Red Blacks general manager just recently stepped down. No longer with the Red Blacks. Marcel
he seems to be happy about it, which is weird.
Marcel was the first employee hired by the Red Blacks back in 2013. He put everything that he has into our organization. His many accomplishments included bringing Ottawa its first Grey Cup win in over 40 years. I respect Marcel very much and thank him for his unwavering commitment to the Red Blacks.
So the Red Blacks were the most recent addition to the league, and they were a miserable team for a very long time. And then about 2 years ago, or maybe it was a year ago, they won the Grey Cup in amazing fashion. It was beautiful. They played great football. It was
awesome.
so cool to watch it go down. But it was just that then. And then boom, they're back to being the most miserable franchise. In fact, then they first started their first season, they had a touchdown celebration where they cut wood in the end zone because Red Blacks means jump lumberjack.
Okay,
it's like black and red.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's their lumberjacks. Cool. So anyway, they were gonna cut wood in the end zone. Well, they didn't do it for like the first season and a half. They'd have two dudes standing there in the end zone who would never do anything to celebrate because they didn't score a touchdown at home for a season and a half.
Holy cow.
They never scored a touchdown at home.
And when did you say they came into the franchise?
40 years ago?
2013.
Oh. Well, what was that 40 years thing?
They've had teams before in Ottawa.
Oh, sure, okay. It's first Grey Cup.
So they're just saying it's the first Grey Cup in 40 years for them.
Wow.
So it took a expansion team on a miracle year.
First
I remember it was
hired.
like a veteran was just on fire and he was just throwing dimes and like no one could stop him. It was just beautiful.
Huh. Well, that's cool. So audience, FuzzJockers. I don't remember what your name is, but yeah, that's what we're going to start doing a little bit more. I was talking about the CFL. We're going to figure out who these teams are and talk about their players because they seem to be. I mean, they've been around for 108 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be something good about it, right?
Baseball is fun again in Minnesota.
I'm sorry I interrupted you there, but the Dodgers lost.
Very good. Yeah, I know.
So
It's very depressing to me.
baseball is now done for the season. We will be just joking. The Asterix and the Braves are in the World. Oh no, baseball is done for the season, so we don't have much to talk about. Other than that, Chris Taylor of the Dodgers did make 8 RBIs and 8 RBI in elimination
games.
Most by an lad player in Los Angeles Dodgers in a single postseason. So he had 8 RBIs in 8 RBI in elimination games. It's so hard to say. Most by an Dodger player in a single postseason. That's good for Chris Taylor.
Yeah. He was really on fire this postseason while also getting a lot of heat. I hope he gets re-signed, but he probably will not.
A lot of heat. What was
Everyone
the heat
was
on
like,
him?
he wasn't doing enough, and it's like he won you the wild card game. He got you these huge runs and all these big games. Like he's not supposed to give you everything. That's not his job.
Yeah, it's a team
That's
effort.
Mookie Betts' job. That's Cody Bellinger's job. That's Corey Seager's job. They're the MVPs.
So like the Twins season, they did a great job.
Yes.
Congratulate the Dodgers for winning another World Series. And we'll just move on from baseball because nothing else exists. And then, hey.
We all know what that sound means, or what this jingle is. It's time for the
Fuzz Question of the Week.
Okay, so it's Fuzz Question of the Week time. This is when I ask a question of our Hess, and they answer it. You don't get any points. You don't get any accolades. You just answer the question. And then along with answering the question, you will explain why your answer is correct and why just explain why your question is your answer is question answer questions.
It's explanation without extrapolation.
Exactly. There you go.
Got it.
And then we just move on. Okay. So this week's question of the week is, we'll go with Charles first. What should this question of the week be?
Okay. Are you a fan of roller disco?
Are you a fan of roller disco? Okay.
And then my why I think that is because I think that's intriguing and I think it's weird. So that's why I picked that.
Okay.
Also, roller disco is a sport in my opinion.
Why are you a fan of roller disco? Belts. Belts. What should the question of the week be? He's thinking.
Ooh, I like this thought face.
It's deep.
Ooh.
Would you prefer, if you only had a choice between 2 toys, would it be Lego box or Lincoln Logs? And why would you think that one is more superior than the other when that question is easily answerable?
Okay, so
Legos versus
that's
Lincoln
a really good one. I like that. Okay, so that was our
Fuzz Question of the Week.
Oh, shoot, I don't have. We're gonna jump down to this here.
Oh no, we don't know. We gotta
What is
have
slashing?
Slashing is like that, you know?
So we'll jump down to. Well, the audience doesn't know that we're jumping down the notes, so don't say anything to the audience. But we'll just jump down to hockey. The Wild are currently 3-1. Is that correct?
3-1 and looking really good.
That is pretty awesome.
I'm very happy with them right now. For a 3-1 team, their one loss was only because their backup goalie was in, and they were really tired from their previous 3 games.
Yeah. So it was really good that we got that paid for that Kaprizov, huh?
Absolutely. Him and those other young guys are just killing it.
That's funny. I say that knowing that he actually hasn't gotten any goals yet.
No, but he's assisted in 2 of the games where they've scored the winning goal has been by him.
So he's a team player.
The assist.
He's a team player.
We appreciate team players.
Especially around here. Because, because
Hess.
Because of Hess. So they won against Chicago, and then the Ducks, and then what?
So their next
what?
Their next opponent's going to be at Vancouver.
On
and then after that, they're going to play Eric's Seattle Kraken.
Okay.
On what is that? Thursday.
Okay.
Seattle Kraken on Thursday.
Okay.
That'll be fun.
Well, that'll be a lot of fun. That'll be a lot of fun.
FuzzJockRadio.
Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it! Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it! Yeah! Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it!
Okay, basketball time.
I am amped up after that one.
Yeah, right? That's a good one. And you should be, because the Timberwolves... Shut up. Wow, computer. The Timberwolves are currently undefeated. Well, no, actually, they actually lost tonight. So they've lost one game.
One game.
Just like the Wild.
Just like the Wild. Like the Wild and the Timberwolves are pretty much like compatible. Like they're like the same team almost.
Legendary.
They got the Edwards, they got the Kaprizov, they got the Towns, they got the
Fiala,
they got the McDaniels, they got the Dumba, like all that stuff, and the Rosneed and the D'Angelo and the Suter. No, Suter's not part of the Wild anymore.
Suter's not there anymore.
But the Timberwolves are doing great.
They're the same team, but different.
It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. The Minnesota Timberwolves today announced, yesterday announced and they're also doing great things. They announced a multi-year partnership with AAWOL, which is the Athletic Apparel Without Limits. The partnership includes a range of AAWOL and Timberwolves co-branded products, special quarterly item of the game giveaways, marketing elements, and a social content series. Connecting the world through sports is a direct-to-consumer sportswear and e-commerce company striving to give voice to the next generation through sports-inspired lifestyle apparel, storytelling, and branded experiences. Wow. That's a lot of catchwords. You know about those catchwords, Mr. Brand?
Yeah, you got to add them in there to spice up the conversation.
Right?
It really gets people going. It's provocative. Got to get in tune with it.
So what was really impressive was that the Timberwolves won their first game 124 to Houston's 102. The Houston Rockets, man. And Karl Anthony Towns is doing great. Actually, here. Carl?
Update.
Carl had 27.5 points, 10.5 field goals, 60% from the field, 60% from three-pointers, 100% free throws, 3 offensive rebounds, 4 defensive rebounds, 7 rebounds altogether, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 4 turnovers. Stop turning it over, buddy. But no, good job, Carl. And gang, you guys are doing a great job. I love you, Timberwolves. It's fun to watch you guys. And Belts has a Timberwolves hat on, so obviously he's a supporter.
Absolutely.
We have an update on the WNBA's article that we shouldn't have brought up last week, but since we brought it up last week, we should talk about it this week. But at the same time, if we wouldn't have talked about it this week or last week, we wouldn't have been able to talk about it this week. So remember, like last week when the team lost what was the team?
Oh, I can't remember now.
Well, remember last week we talked about how Diana kicked the door in after losing the championship game, right?
Yes, Phoenix Mercury.
The Phoenix Mercury, that she kicked in the door, broke the door, and we talked about how there's got to be some trouble going on with that team because they also didn't talk to the press. Not even the coach talked to the press after their loss. And we just kind of talked about maybe there's some anger management issues that need to be addressed because, yeah, your emotions are high and sure, you feel bad. But but don't be kicking doors,
Right.
But at the same time, we also talked about how in male sports that happens as well. And it's just not right. Address your anger issues or whatever. And whatever, I don't know, right? I'm sorry that I'm kind of glossing over what we talked about last week. If you're wondering what we talked about last week, go ahead and tune into the podcast last week. But this week, we have to update that because the Chicago Sky, the team that won the championship, decided to tweet a picture of the broken door that says special guest rally and parade. This just in, we have a special guest appearance at the Skytown Championship rally. It's the door that was kicked in.
Ooh.
And so they're making fun of that lady kicking in the door.
Right.
And it's like
instead of addressing the anger issue,
or just letting you guys won.
Right.
Don't make fun of these people.
Somebody
that's having a possible mental breakdown, or
stooping lower than that, even.
Yeah.
Try to pick them up. Something, Right. It's just I don't know. It's just it really bothered me to see that they didn't take the high road on it.
That league. How much good comes out of that league? It's sad to see it, play out like this in the end of the season.
Kind of sucks. It just kind of sucks. I mean, you guys won. Just somebody had, just wasn't thinking correctly and broke a door. Fucking leave them alone, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know.
Messi se da cuenta y cambia.
Pirlo afinando, ya cobra, pelota por arriba.
Oh, that's so loud. I'm sorry, guys. In other sports news, the Olympian Biles, Simone Biles, is still not competing, which, like we talked about before, we would congratulate her for not competing in the Olympics this last year because she had the case of the twisties is what they call it in gymnastics. And I can't imagine. Can you imagine jumping as high as they do off of the acrobatic stuff and dealing with twisties along with it?
Nope. Not at all.
Of course that's going to make you scared, And I won't even call it scared. It's just, it's being responsible about not hurting yourself, right? She had a comment to do something that I have done forever and just not be able to do it because of everything I've gone through is really crazy because I love this sport so much. I don't think people understand the magnitude of what I go through, but for so many years to go through everything that I've gone through, having a front, I'm proud of myself. Yeah, Biles, and it says Biles was perhaps the single most anticipated Olympic athlete ahead of the summer's Tokyo Games, with analysts and fans hoping she could repeat or even improve upon her 4 gold performance. but after a series of mishaps during qualification trials, she botched vault. Yeah, we all know the story. And, we're proud of you, too. We're absolutely, even though we are just FuzzJockRadio, we are absolutely proud of Biles. And, it's just sucks that there's a lot of people out there that feel that she's not a athlete anymore. She's not an Olympian. She doesn't deserve the gold medals.
That's crazy.
Or the medals that the team got.
People who instantly want to shit on her for taking care of herself. It's awful. But
good news. Our compadre Micah Dorfner is winning the 2021 Spartan U.S. National Series in the standings. Micah, men's age group from 30 to 34, 3 races, 2,884 points.
Wow.
Achieving a goal, quote, achieving a goal fueled by passion and love for a sport is special. I'm proud of this accomplishment. So congratulations, Micah. That's so awesome.
What is the Spartan U.S. National Series? Is it what kind of cars?
It's not cars, running, marathon running and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That's way awesome. That's incredible.
It is great. I don't know what is going on with Charles here tonight, but maybe I jump back in. Maybe it's my fault. But yeah, we're hopefully in the future, we can get Micah on as a Hest. Because we would really like to talk to.
So I was thinking about the word Hest, right?
Yeah.
The Hest Society. Does that have a ring to it?
Hest Society. Kind of does. I'm a little worried about it being
exclusive, I guess.
Yeah, we're not exclusive, like
Fair.
Mason's Society or something like that.
Fair.
Are you there, Charles?
I'm here. I think my internet has blown up.
Your internet blew up. Okay, well, let's get through the rest of the episode. We got this.
Together, we got this.
Oh, we just got through Micah's winning, and hopefully Spartan. The Spartan thing. Yep. So hopefully we can get Micah on as a Hest and stuff.
Another sport athlete on the show.
You're talking about me, right?
Yes,
the sport
absolutely.
athlete.
Yeah, after you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
So Moose became the Impact champion at the Bound for Glory
pay-per-view.
In the Bound for Glory pay-per-view. And then Josh Alexander beat Christian Cage. Then Moose cashes in his Call Your Shot and defeats Josh immediately. So the Impact's championship crossed two different hands, huh? Changed two different hands
in the same night. The big thing about that was Christian was holding the champion. Do you remember Christian from Edge and Christian WWE days?
No.
They were a famous tag team. Anyway, they both got injured and thought they'd have to retire for the rest of their careers. They both have come back. One is with WWE, one is with AEW.
Okay.
But he also ended up winning the Impact Championship for another organization, even though he's in AEW. And so he was their champion, and then he lost to one of their best wrestlers, Josh Alexander. And then this guy, Moose, who used to be a football player, came out and kicked his ass. He got to call his shot for whenever he wanted to get a title shot, kicked his ass, and became the Impact champion, which it's been a long time coming. This guy's deserved it. But
it was just a very interesting booking for it, and I thought it was neat that this is the way they dethrone Cage, is by still giving it to Moose without him having to wrestle Moose.
Rad.
So I thought that
Rad.
was kind of cool.
That is super cool.
Yeah, but
Especially
it's
to cross
the thing that's
cross in between
interesting.
them all. I said, especially like to cross in between them all.
Yeah, and they've also been crossing promotions with a thing they call the Forbidden Door. And so they've had it open recently, so all the promotions in wrestling have been playing with each other except for WWE.
Okay.
And so AEW messes with New Japan, and New Japan messes with Impact, and Impact messes with AEW. So it's like this big synergy of them all playing with each other, and
all different
the
companies.
indies are getting
That's
wrestlers
cool.
involved in all this.
That's super cool.
But it sounds like it might be closing soon because the Impact title switching hands is a first sign of them not having that deal anymore to play nice.
Yep. And who knows? Who knows? They might have different
It could be
contracts that are
another-
coming in the future. This is just the first contract closing or something like that. But yeah,
Well, that'd be cool to see move forward, though.
yeah, it's really exciting because for the longest time, in a lot of people's minds, it was just WWE.
Right.
You know, and when you talk about pro wrestling, everybody just thinks WWE. You know,
It's the first thing that comes to mind for
you
sure.
don't even think that there's other promotions. And before the Vince McMahon's WWE, they used to kind of play together. And you know, all these people are independent contractors. Like they're not actually like employed by the companies. They they set up contracts with the wrestler, but the wrestler is actually just an independent contractor.
Really?
It's like an electrician, basically, or
Fair.
you know,
Yep.
Yeah.
where you can or a DoorDasher. You know, you can you can DoorDash or you can Grubhub.
Right.
You know, independent contractors.
Yep.
Not sponsored, by the way. We don't do any sponsorships. Which brings me to the fact that if you are appreciating the fact that we don't ever have commercials or any advertisements, and you want to support us, you can always go to FuzzTalkShop.com and buy yourself a t-shirt or a hoodie, or leggings, or a coffee mug, or what have you. FuzzTalkShop.com is your one-stop shop to support Fuzz Talk Radio and FuzzJockRadio. Back to the stuff here. The Impact and partnership ending soon. WWE's announcer Jim Ross announces skin cancer diagnosis. What? On my way
he
to
just announced this.
Wow.
On my way to Orlando for tonight's AEW Dynamite. Skin cancer confirmed. Waiting on radiologist study to determine best treatment. Likely radiation. Feeling great and ready to attack. Thanks for the support and so many. Oh, poor guy.
Yeah.
This guy's been through
It
a
looks
lot.
like he must have been dealing with that for a while.
Yeah, he probably hasn't really said anything yet. Probably.
Well, I bet they've been, keeping it under wraps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's deciding to go public with it.
Cancer sucks. Hopefully they can beat
Yep.
it.
It's awful.
For real. Fuck cancer.
Yep.
AEW Dynamite is back on Wednesday this week. The last 2 weeks was on Saturday. This week we got CM Punk versus Bobby Fish, the Dark Order versus the Elite, AEW World Title Eliminator Tournament, John Moxley versus Preston Vance 10. TNT title is Sammy Guevara versus Ego Ethan Page. And the TBS title tournament is with Serena Deeb versus Shida. So those are wonderful matches coming up.
Yeah, that's going to be a really good
A
show.
lot of fun. And who do you guys think should be the first TBS champion?
Well, I think it should be Jade Cargill.
Jade, well, I mean,
think it's the perfect way to give her gold.
she has been requesting it. You know,
I don't know though. I feel you feel the thunder of Rosa.
Thunder Rosa is really good.
Thunder
With the
Rosa.
thunder Rosa.
But Jade is that bitch.
Really?
Yeah, that's what she says. She's
I don't
that
know.
bitch.
We'll see.
So yeah, I would suspect Jade's gonna get it as well.
But what if the underdog, like the bunny, comes through? Nobody
Allie. I think Allie's gonna get squashed by Jade.
Fair.
She's gonna.
But the bunny is a very good character.
But Belts is right. Who knows?
Who knows?
Man? Like her craziness.
Super underdog. Or Red Velvet even.
I don't know.
Super underdog bracket right there.
I think it'll be Jade. Yeah, this is good tournament. So it's gonna be Nyla Rose versus Chris Statlander. No, Sheeta versus Chris Statlander is gonna be a good match.
And that starts tomorrow.
Starts tomorrow.
Oof.
Is that tomorrow?
Exciting.
No, Wednesday.
No, that starts Wednesday.
What day is it today?
Oh,
Tuesday?
Almost.
Tuesday. Well, it actually really depends on when you're listening to the podcast. Yeah. Are you listening it live?
Well, I do have fans that are probably tuned in over on the West and East Coast here.
Shout out to the West and East Coast Belts listeners. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Whip, 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 whip.
Shout out to Sebastian. Shout out to Joseph.
This is our shout out time.
Shout out to Fuzzy.
Yeah.
No, let's not do that. Oh, hey. That sound means that it's the fuzzy memory trivia time. This is when I ask the Hess questions and they answer them. And unlike the fuzz question of the week, the Hess actually gets a point for the correct answer. And there are correct answers and there are incorrect answers. Currently, after 7 episodes, we are 7-0. Wow. No. 1-0. That's what it says. 1-0.
1-0.
Yeah,
you guys are doing a great job. It is C-Dubs' turn. Well, no, C-Dubs has the most points with 1. Andy, pick up the pace, man. I tell you.
I'm ready.
Okay, ready?
Absolutely.
Okay, first question of the week. In what year, and this is going to be round robin. No, this is going to be round robin, yep. So I'll ask Belts the question first. In what year did Haiti and Italy's record 19-game shutout streak in soccer?
In 2006. Final answer.
Well, there isn't like extra answers. I don't. Incorrect. C-Dubs.
Rough.
1976.
Incorrect. 1974. You were close, but incorrect. C-Dubs.
Okay.
Who was the European Footballer of the Year in 2001?
Pedro Martinez.
Incorrect. Mr. Belts. Mr. Brand over here.
Johannes Heidenberg.
Incorrect. Michael Owen. Okay. Belts. What team did George Karl become coach of in 2005?
The Knicks.
Incorrect. C-Dubs.
The Supersonics.
Incorrect. Denver Nuggets. I will say this. Good job at getting the right sport.
For real.
I was really surprised by that. Okay. So let's see here. But that you didn't get a
no points.
No points.
No half points either.
In what year?
Don't get us started on half points.
What team drafted Jordan Hill 8th overall in 2009? C-Dubs.
The Indianapolis Colts.
Incorrect.
The Seattle Seahawks.
Incorrect. New York Knicks. And that ends Fuzzy Memory Trivia. Which actually that brings us to the end of the episode, guys. Wow. That went by really quick. I don't know how it went so quick. It's probably because I can't see myself on camera. That's probably what's going on here. How was that not seeing me on camera and talking to me, C-Dubs? How'd you feel?
Really awkward.
Was
really
it awkward?
Yeah. I instead of seeing you, I was just staring at the pumpkin face, pretending that was you. in the background.
That's scary.
Right over Mr. Belts' shoulder.
That's pretty scary.
Yes, right there. That's who I was pretending was talking.
So
It's
next,
me and Fuzzy hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so at the end of the these episodes, we talk about what we're gonna do this next week, what's going on. Belts, how you feeling? What's going on?
Well, down there at Miller Motors, we're slinging them tires, getting everybody's vehicle ready for wintertime, of course. Thursday night, I have a marketing meeting, getting ready for everything that's coming up.
Nice.
Saturday, I'm down in Austin, Minnesota, performing a Halloween show.
Nice.
And, after that, we got a couple shows lined up for the winter. We're going to have a Toys for Tots show, of course, giveaways.
Nice.
Got to do it for the families. And, yeah, other than that, stay tuned at Belts Music. At Belts Music. Just at Belts Music, yeah.
Perfect. C-Dubs. C-Dubs, how's it going?
Oh, boy. My next week is going to be pretty laid back because they are out of the playoffs. So we kind of just reset everything in the stadium for the next season. So yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. Fuzzy, what about you?
Well, I'm probably going to do all those fuzzy things that I do. I'm going to say thank you, Mr. Belts, for showing up and hanging out with us and talking about sports. Hopefully you had a good enough time that you'd want to come back in the future and be a Hest again.
Yeah.
You are now a Hest for the rest of your life.
I'm in.
So you can say that. And you're also a world champion.
So I can get a Hest tattoo then?
100%.
Sweet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those are allowed.
Cool.
With that, other than that, and things, and whatnot, and stuff, and
Dunba fire, save Hellebuck, long rebound, and a chance to score! Nutz on the rebound, and the Wild answer the Jets' goal. It's 1-1.
Yeah, I was telling the coach, call it damn time. Oh man, needed timeout. Hot. Sure. I didn't realize the time. I didn't realize it was 20 seconds, so he couldn't call timeout.
Tina, it just felt like right from the start, you guys just didn't have energy, a lot of sloppiness, bad passing, just everything compounded.
Completely agree.